On a Wednesday night, we've got baseball from Oriole Park here in Baltimore. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the... Chris Tillman is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Baltimore. What's your take on him, EK?
Yeah, guys, in his last start, he won his 9th game of the season. So he's going for double digits here in this one.
Delino DeShields strides forward, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
For the Rangers, center fielder number 3, Delino DeShields.
Underway this evening as the first pitch is taken for strike 1 as we get started right on time at 7:05 p.m. EK, you look at these Orioles as they begin play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
It's always important to play good baseball in front of the home crowd, and they were fortunate to get this series off on the right foot in Game 1. They'll hope to continue their winning ways here in Game number 2.
Tillman's ready. Here's the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Now a swing and a fly ball. Davis in foul ground and taken in out there for the first out. A chance now to look at the batting order for the visiting Rangers. EK, any thoughts?
Well, no doubt that the skill set of Delino DeShields is something to keep an eye on. He's really a tough guy to get out. In fact, he leads the American League in on-base percentage coming in, so expect him to make something happen offensively for this club. That's just kind of what he does.
And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Well, you know, Ross is definitely liked by the pitchers, Matt. When they're working both sides of the plate, they tend to be pretty effective when he's making the calls.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Velasquez on the move. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. With a moment now, take a look at the defense for the Orioles. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, Adam Jones, the center fielder out of Morris High School in San Diego. He's got multiple gold gloves to his name. Very, very athletic. In fact, maybe the most athletic center fielder in all of baseball.
Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Now a ball hit sharply toward third. Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. Rangers set down in order. The Orioles due up in the first, no score. Yu Darvish, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, something to look for when runners get on base. He has not been good this year. Guys are hitting over 300 against him. He's going to have to change that if he hopes to get a win here in this one.
Liner toward right center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Well, good start so far for the home guys. 1-2-3 top half, followed by a leadoff single here to start things off in the bottom half.
Adam Jones will stand in for the first time, currently third in the American League in home runs.
The rough part is he has no home runs over his last 10 games, so we'll see if he can get off the schneid in this one.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. But the runner's back easily.
Keeping an eye on him.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
That first pitch is going to be key all night long. If he gets ahead early with the fastball, that's when he can get tough to figure out, especially with the arsenal that he has.
And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. Nobody out, runner on first. Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. Darvish a check on first, and a dive, but he's back in there.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Now a move over to first, and the runner will get back standing. The 2-2 pitch. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. A quick out number one. Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. What's the key to sending fans home smiling tonight, Steve?
These guys are just too aggressive at the plate. I mean, they're last in the league in OBP. So you need to work on being a little bit more patient. But, you know, teams don't change their stripes at this time of the season, so it's going to be really difficult for them.
Now a throw over to first, just keeping him close.
Keeping him close.
First pitch on its way. Manny Machado comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
To 2-2 now.
Yeah, that's where you need to be selective. That was a pitcher's pitch, and now you give that advantage right back.
He's running towards second. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Chris Davis will take his first cuts now. Currently second in the American League in home runs.
And 3 home runs over his last 10 games, too.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. And the runner back.
Just checking.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. A pitch out. The throw. Short hop, and he's there just before the tag.
Well, he had to wait a couple of batters before getting his chance to run. But he made it pay off here as he's into scoring position now with 2 away here in the first.
Here's a swing, and oh, man! Way out of here. A 2-run shot for Chris Davis. 32 now for the season, as the Orioles are now out to a 2-0 lead.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Evan Gattis will stand in now, happy that this series is at home, no doubt, as you see his splits right there. drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Oh, now there's a location you want right there. If that ball gets hit, you're just going to bang it into the ground all night long.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And they may have found a location that they like right here. Two different pitches, both taken on the inside corner, and now they can go just about anywhere they want.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Odor has it. Throw on to fielders in time, and with that, the side is retired. But the Orioles strike for... Mitch Moreland will get his first opportunity now. 14 home runs to his credit so far this year.
Mitch Moreland.
Tillman into his motion. Here's the first pitch. Pulls the string on that one. One strike.
And he's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
I think he was trying to get that slider in on his hands, but I don't think he meant for it to get in that far. I think he just released it a little too late.
The 1-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed, and Moreland is set down on strikes for the first out. Prince Fielder will stand in now. He drove in the other of their 2 runs last night.
Well, guys, one good game does not a season make. He's been hitting under 250 over his last 10 games, so hopefully he's figured something out.
And he'll step off and try again. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
And the shift will not amount to much here as this is lifted in the air out to right field. And 2 quick outs here in the second.
Batting sixth.
Adrian Beltre into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. And a ball, 1-0.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk here would at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, this guy has some pop.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Here he comes on 2-0. 3-0 now.
And even on 3-0, it's no given that he's going to be taken up there. We've seen him go after pitches in this spot before. He's not going to hold back.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
And a fastball misses there. Ball 4. Shin-Soo Choo will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Yeah, he didn't seem to do him any favors with the previous batter, and now here's another call that goes against him on the mound.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. That one's in there. 3-1.
Yeah, taking all the way right there. You better be taking 3-0 after he walked the previous guy.
And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls. Josh Hamilton gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. And that's high for a ball. 1-0.
And you can bet they'll pitch him carefully with a couple guys on base.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Even though that's a strike, that's still not a bad take because you're facing a guy that's already walked a few guys, so make him throw some more pitches. Run that pitch count up.
Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Pitch count already becoming a factor. He's at 34 now. Still not out of the second inning.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Pedro Velasquez strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball 1. And, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
Well, he's been in a tough stretch offensively, and this sure ain't going to help.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. And the fastball easy to lay off that time, 2-2. Swing and a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. And Andrus will take this one in with 2 hands for the first out.
Batting 7.
Jonathan Scope will stand in, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against the southpaws than he does against right-handers. Line towards center field. DeShields is there now, and he has it, 2 gone. Francisco Pena steps in, hoping to get things going at the plate. You can see it's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1.
Well, much better here in the second inning. To me, he looked a little bit tentative early on. It's starting to look like he's finding the rhythm now.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. After 2, it's a 2-0.
Leading off for Texas, shortstop, Elvis Andrus.
And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
Well, I think it's pretty simple. The message here is stop leaning out over the plate. Well, pitcher's got to be able to work inside, so that's just a reminder there.
Hit down the third base line, but a foul ball, 1-1. Tillman's got his target. Here's the 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Ready on 1-2. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Full count now, 3-2.
And there you see the leadoff man on deck, and you know they'd love to get someone on base when this lineup turns over.
Hard hit ball to second. He's got it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Center fielder number 3.
Delino DeShields will get a second crack at it here. He flied out to lead off the ball game.
You know, if there's any consolation, though, he saw a lot of pitches, so it's a good at-bat. Not the result he wanted, but a good at-bat.
And he'll put it away now without much of a problem. 2 gone now here in the third.
Now batting.
Rougned Odor digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one. Good changeup there as he takes command. 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
A good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. Now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone, maybe even in the dirt.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Here's a fastball in on the fists, and that'll even things up at 2-2.
You know, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Grounded back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
The catcher, number 4.
Ryan Woodward stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
Gaddis has it in his tracks. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. One left for Texas. Ryan Flaherty will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. And there's a strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Backhanded. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now batting, number 44.
Number 44 steps in now. Sends that one out of play for strike one. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good. Now to the plate, Adam Jones. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
And again a throw. Runner back safely.
Simple throw over there.
Another throw over, and they got him. The 1-0 pitch. That's wide, 2-0.
And his command is starting to desert him a little bit here. You hate to hit a guy and then follow that up by falling behind the next hitter, but that's what we're seeing.
Popped high in the air. Fielder is there for it. And that ends the inning. Leading off the inning, Mitch Moreland, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball one. That evens it up 1-1. Bounced weakly near the plate. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Tillman gets the sign. 1-2 on its way. To to 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hit in the air to right field. Velasquez has a read on it. 1 down.
First baseman, number 81.
Striding into the box, Prince Fielder. He flew out in his last at-bat. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Well, anytime you throw a first pitch strike to less than 50% of the hitters you're facing, you're looking for trouble, but not so in this game. We're in the middle innings here, and he's still pitching well.
Trying to tempt Fielder there, but he lays off. 1-2 to him now.
Maybe a good opportunity here to show him a changeup, give him a different look.
Skied into very shallow right. Velasquez will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning.
Third baseman, number 29.
Digging in to try it again, Adrian Beltre. He drew a walk his first time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Manny Machado will start it off for the Orioles with the ever-dangerous Chris Davis looming in the on-deck circle. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, DeShields. He's got it 1 away. Ready to take his hacks again, Chris Davis, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, he absolutely crushed it earlier, so let's see if he can get into another one in this at-bat.
Now here's the ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here. It's a solo home run for Chris Davis. His second of the game, and the Orioles have now taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His second home run of the ball game, and it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one, so he's definitely locked in.
The left fielder, number 11.
Evan Gattis now standing in. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. To short. Andrus fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, right fielder,
Pedro Velasquez is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And here's a ball hit in the air. Chu sprinting after it. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Orioles get a run thanks to Shin-Soo Choo will start it out here in the inning for Texas, and he'll be followed by Josh Hamilton on deck.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
First offering on its way. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1.
Nope.
Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Well, one of the real strengths of his game is that he's not going to go after a whole lot of bad pitches out of the strike zone. So he's a guy that's going to make you earn it by only swinging at strikes.
In there, 2-1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game because right now they just seem out of it.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning. Josh Hamilton is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run, so I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
Tillman sets. 0-1 pitch on its way. Swing, and he puts a charge into this one. High and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is gone. It's a 2-run home run for Josh Hamilton. Home run number 9 on the year, and the Rangers have come back to cut this to a 3-2 ball game now. Elvis Andrus will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And this is fouled at the plate. Swing and a little tapper. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Number 3,
Delino DeShields will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Tries to drag his way on here, but now he's behind 1-2. 2 runs on 2 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Flipped out the other way toward short. And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step. Hold on here, though. You can see the skipper heading out of the dugout now, so that very close safe call might be challenged.
Well, here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when we saw it live, and I'll tell you what, it's still tough to tell from that angle. We're going to have to see what the dugout decides.
And it looks like a no from the bench, so they will not challenge the play, and the call will stand with the runner safe at first base. Here's Rougned Odor now. In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. That's inside. 2-0. You get the sense he's starting to nibble a bit at the corners here, and that's something he wasn't doing earlier.
Yeah, and he sort of backed off the throttle a little bit, too. I'm wondering if that home run ball might have changed his approach just a little bit.
Ready with the 3-0 pitch. Taking all the way that time. It's 3-1. And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. Now a swing, and he pops him up right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate, and he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
the catcher, number 4.
Brian Woodward will dig in now. He's lined out and flied out in 2 trips.
Been hitting the ball pretty well, though, despite the over so far.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And, you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Swinging a high pop-up straight back, though it looks as though he'll have room back there. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. But 2 here in the Rangers' half of the inning, and they come on this 2-run home run. Jonathan Scope comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the fifth.
Designated hitter, Jonathan Scope.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that's cut on and missed 0-1.
And this is a really important inning for him right here. Your guys go out there and get you a couple runs. You want to throw up a 0, come back in, and see if they can't get you some more.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Chopped weakly to the left. A barehanded effort by Beltre. He's out.
Oh, love it. And, you know, sometimes these guys make it look so easy, we forget how difficult it is to make a play like that. Not only did he barehand this ball, but he also made a sweet throw on the run over to first base. So often you'll see a guy airmail or short hop a throw like that because of the bad grip you have on the ball. But not in this case. That's a nice play.
Francisco Pena swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Ripped down the line. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Now batting,
Ryan Flaherty stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
First pitch of the at-bat. Boy, not the way he wanted to start out here. It's 0-1. Think he'll see another one of those before this at-bat's through?
After that swing, I think you can just about take that to the bank.
Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. Drives it out to deep right center field. Looking up is DeShields. And this one is gone. A home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, number 14 on the season. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
And that's the thing about this game. Every pitch tells a different story. I mean, here, this guy, he looks absolutely foolish on the pitch before. So what does he do one pitch later? Takes it right over the wall. Well, what an adjustment.
Standing in now, number 44, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. That home run a moment ago, estimated at 408 feet. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-0 delivery. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Another multi-hit game for him here tonight. No surprise there as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting.
Well, guys, he's one of the best in the league in that department right now. And he has to be happy with his results at the plate. He's been locked in, and it's resulting in a lot of games like the one he's having here.
So a runner on first with 1 out now, and standing in the fine center fielder Adam Jones. Hard hit ball to second. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
He may be looking into that dugout right about now. It's one thing when ground balls are finding holes, but these last couple of at-bats have been rockets. He's not fooling anybody out there.
Manny Machado checks his swing here on the first pitch, and it's 1-0.
And these guys already have 1 home run here in the inning, and now you get to the real power guys here. So you need to be careful.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
And just 69 miles an hour on that breaking ball. That's barely moving.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down. Chris Davis digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
Low for ball 1.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
Oh, and not a swing for the bubblegum card there. It's 1-1.
There you see one of the best swings in baseball look pretty ugly. That's what this guy can do to you.
Shot back up the middle. And here's a dive by the center fielder, but it's off his glove. The runner scores from second. The relay, the tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We're through 5 innings here tonight. It's now 6-2. Mitch Moreland will come in now to begin their half of the 6th, and it's been a struggle for them so far. Just 3 hits through the first 5 innings.
And that's certainly not going to be enough to get the job done. And as the scoreboard bears out, if they want to get back in this game, I think this is the inning that it needs to start happening.
Couldn't help himself that time as he chases one below the knees. It's strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Lifted the other way to left center. Gaddis is under it. 1 out.
First baseman
Prince Fielder stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0. Now a swing and a fly ball. Gaddis giving chase, and they can't run it down. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Adrian Beltre strides in, grounded out his last time through. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time. And he lays off a pitch down and away. Ball 2. 2 out, nobody on. Too high that time, and it's 3-1.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. I mean, he probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make him work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. They still trail here. Tom Wilhelm will come on now as he'll be appearing in his 45th game this year. And now the Ranger bullpen swings into action. A lefty and a right-hander are throwing down there. Evan Gaddis stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he's retired, one away.
Now batting,
Pedro Velasquez will stand in. He flew out his last time up. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball one. One out, nobody on. And look out as that one ran in and got him. Jonathan Scope will step in. He's lined out and grounded out in 2 trips.
He seems to be seeing the ball okay, though, making some decent contact so far.
He's set. Here it comes. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Here's the 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
1 ball.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
The relay throw, and he'll scramble back to first safely.
This is a little bit of a surprise in pitch selection here. I mean, the guy was just way late on the fastball the pitch before. Why throw something soft in the strike zone and speed up his bat? That's only doing the guy a favor.
Stepping in now, Francisco Pena, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Belted high in the air out to left. Looking up is Hamilton. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. And that, folks, is his first home run in the big leagues. It's fair to say it's a moment he'll never forget.
Yeah, you're right, Matt. I remember mine. I hit it in my first at-bat of the 1992 season against the San Diego Padres. It's hard to describe exactly what you feel as you round the bases, but as you can imagine, it's pretty awesome. Now, hopefully he can get that ball back soon so it can go in his trophy room.
Ryan Flaherty will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. From the stretch. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
Swing and a ball popped high in the air and heading for foul territory behind first. Prince able to make the catch here, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, number 44.
Number 44 will step in now. He's singled twice to this point.
Yeah, he's just been putting the ball in play, and so far it's working out nicely for him. Sometimes it is that simple.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
And you kind of get the sense that his head isn't in it right now. You got to put all your concentration into that hitter. You can leave worrying about the pass for your film session tomorrow.
Outside, 3-0 now. A ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. 3 runs already home here. Let it rip that time 3-0, but the fastball's by him 3-1.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Swinging a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. And Elvis will put this one away, and that retires the side. Back here on the show, Orioles leading this one through 6 as we take a look at our game summary to this point. Shin-Soo Choo will start it out here in the inning for Texas, and he'll be followed by Josh Hamilton on deck. Into the windup and the pitch. Knuckle curve breaks outside for ball 1, and now the second pitch of the inning will be his 100th of the ball game. Not quite reaching 90 with the fastball, but it's 1-1 now.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike 1.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. In now, Josh Hamilton. He hit a 2-run jack in his first at-bat.
Well, I think he proved that he can turn on a pretty good fastball and hit it out of the ballpark, so you need a different approach in this at-bat.
Matt Kloboff will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
And this is where a guy who's been around a long time knows, hey, we're not going to make up the difference with just one swing. It's going to take base runners. So that's a good job of being really patient at the plate.
Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
Still 2-2. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. Elvis Andrus will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Swing and a ball lined hard towards short. But they'll just get the 1 out here as the runner will get back safely at first.
And here's the numbers from his last appearance. And in a word, ugly. Boy, this guy just could never figure it out there, and he got hit with the loss and relief, and there's nothing else you can say. He deserved it.
Delino DeShields is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
The 0-1 on its way. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
Yeah, you know they've been going hard in, but with the count the way it is right now, this opens up a whole lot more options.
Drilled down the line, and that finds its way through for a base hit. Rougned Odor gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
2 down, runners at first and second. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
He's still got a couple pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. You got to take a step back, take a deep breath, and get back in the zone.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Rangers leave a pair. They're down by a touchdown. It's Sam Freeman will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Adam Jones will be the first to stand in here in the inning for Baltimore, with Manny Machado waiting to follow. To third. And Beltre throws on to first for the out.
Third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
1 gone now in the Baltimore 7th. And standing in now, the third baseman, Manny Machado. Into the seats, 0-1. 0-1 count, and the pitch. That backdoor slider catches the corner, or close enough at least. 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game. Chris Davis will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take you back to inning number 4. And this was his 2nd home run of the game, as he's been dialed in so far in this one. I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's quickly 0-2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And another foul ball. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Brian Woodward will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole. Hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. First delivery to him on the way. And a high strike there, 0-1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Corner paint right there. 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. On a good curveball. Gets him swinging for out number 1. Mitch Moreland will stand in now, hoping to get on track, as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count. 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up.
Well, chalk another one up for that pitcher. He's used to breaking bats, and he'll give you a little stare down after doing something like that every once in a while.
Low and inside with the breaking ball, as that causes him to back up a bit.
You got to be careful with that inside location on 0-2. The last thing you want to do is hit him.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Chopped foul right at home plate. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a liner. And Davis will just watch this go by. It's a fair ball. Into the box now, Prince Fielder. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, it's always a frustrating thing to go down looking, but you know what? Everybody does it. So you've got to let that one go and make the next AB count.
Number 44 takes charge, and he's got it. 2 down.
Third baseman number 20.
Now batting, Adrian Beltre. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here comes the first pitch. Hard hit to first. Fielded cleanly by Davis. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Rangers leave one. They're down by a touchdown. It's 9-2. Evan Gattis digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. This man out for a second inning of work, and why not? He set him down 1-2-3 the last time around.
Right, and with 2 strikeouts mixed in there as well. Just let him keep going.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Pulled high in the air out to left field. And Hamilton will look this one in for the first out.
The batter, right fielder,
Pedro Velasquez will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit. And now there's no happier person in the ballpark. Pedro Velasquez has just recorded his first hit as a big leaguer, and as you'd expect would happen, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
And you know, Matt, nothing can quite prepare you for this kind of moment. Of course, as a player, you always expect to do well, and in your head, you've got a certain idea of what it's going to feel like, but there's quite a difference between imagining how it's going to feel and then actually getting that first hit.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Bat explodes as this has popped up. Throw on to fielder for out number 2.
And you know, guys, if this bat doesn't break, maybe this turns into a double play ball. But with the bat shattering here, just too much going on to even think about, too. So he'll take that sure out at first instead.
Into the box now, Francisco Pena, as he'll take a look at ball 1. One and 1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Down the third baseline. Fielded by Beltre. Throw to fielder at first will take care of him, and that'll be that. Shin-Soo Choo will lead things off after the break. It's the Orioles 9 and the Rangers 2. A beautiful nighttime view there of the Baltimore skyline as we head to the top of the 9th in this one. Shin-Soo Choo will stand in now to begin their half of the 9th in a game that was decided long ago.
Yeah, this is mop-up time out there right now. But, hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Oh, you like the way this guy is just going about his business here. He's got a big lead, but he's pitching like it's a tie game here in the 9th.
Hit in the air to center field. Jones, shading to his right, makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting,
2 outs away from a victory here that you'd have to say will be a rather convincing one.
You know, Matt, in every phase of the game, hitting, pitching, defense, it all favors the home side here. Top to bottom, they've been the better team.
Josh Hamilton is into the box now. He hit one over the wall back in the 5th. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're going to beat me, you're going to have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's going to give this guy anything he can pull.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Tapped out in front of home. Pena is up with it. On to first, and they're an out away. 2 gone here in the 9th.
Now batting number 1, shortstop,
Elvis Andrus digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he was pretty unlucky last time because he squared up that fastball nicely. So we're going to have to see if they still come at him with hard stuff.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball in there for a called strike.
I like how he's approaching things here. He's got a good, safe lead, so he's not setting guys up for wasting a lot of pitches. He's coming right after everybody.
And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. He's around first on his way to second now, and he's in there safely. He's got a double.
And this is a welcome sight for these guys. It's just the second extra base hit they've had tonight. And it comes at a time when they really need to start stringing some base hits together.
In now, Delino DeShields, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. And this one gets away. A play at the plate, and he is in there. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Taken, called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. And he chased it in the dirt. Pena corrals it, throw on to first, and the Orioles have taken games 1 and 2 here at home, as this one is over.
Yeah, and you know, this home crowd is going to get to drive home happy as their guys come through with a very good win.
A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys. But what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he was definitely a big part of this victory. You see there, 4 RBIs for him in the ball game. He came through when they needed him to, and he was instrumental in the win.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. The Orioles win this one 9-3. Good night from Baltimore.
Our final line scored tonight. First for the victorious Orioles. 9 runs, 11 hits. No errors. They left 3 men on base. For the Rangers, 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. The winning pitcher is Chris Tillman. His record is now 10-9. The loss goes to Yu Darvish. He falls to 2-9. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 26 minutes. A reminder that Metro subway trains are available at the Lexington Market or Charles Center subway stations. MTA Light Rail service will provide extra trains on the Penn Camden Shuttle and can be picked up just outside the ballpark at the Camden Yards.
Good Thursday morning to you, Show Nation. Let's jump right into Wednesday's baseball action. Starting in the AL East, the Baltimore Orioles went deep 4 times as they got the win in a laugher against the Rangers, 9-3. Jacob deGrom grabbed his 13th win overall this year as the Mets took care of their Subway Series rival Yankees, 3-2. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins.
Nighttime skies over Oriole Park in Baltimore. Tonight we wrap up this 3-game series between the Texas Rangers and the Baltimore Orioles. It'll be fun watching these two swing it all series long. First pitch is next. Yovani Gallardo starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, you take a look at that whip. It's under 1-2, which tells me he's been pretty darn effective all year long. We'll see how he does in this one.
Delino DeShields strides forward, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
DeShields.
And underway tonight from Baltimore as the first pitch misses for ball 1. EK, you look at these Orioles as they begin play here tonight. They'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
And it's been a good series for them so far here, too. They've been able to take the first 2 games, and now they're set up in good shape to make it a clean sweep.
And now he'll try to bunt his way on to start the game. But a foul ball, 1-1. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. 77 degrees our temperature at game time tonight. And this will miss as well, so he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now. Takes this the other way to right, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard to open up the ball game.
Well, that base hit is going to get his hit streak to 6 games now, so he's swinging it.
Second baseman.
Rougned Odor comes to the plate looking to flip the script. His bat has gone ice cold over the last 8 or so ball games. Gallardo pauses. Here's the first pitch. In there, no balls and a strike. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, Matt, Darryl, he can have that moving strike zone at times. He calls a pretty good game overall, but I know people aren't always sure what he likes.
Pitch is a cold strike. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
And this is all about a table setter at the top of the lineup doing his job perfectly. Gets on base to start the ball game. Now he's into second on the stolen base, and they're off to a fast start here early on.
No one out with a runner at second. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. A chance now to look at the batting order for the visiting Rangers. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, I know one thing. You have to be careful with Mitch Moreland. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. He knows how to stay within himself and come through in the clutch.
Brian Woodward will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen. First pitch coming. Here it is. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. Do you even bother with anything else here?
No, I sure wouldn't. As a hitter, you're thinking, look for fastball, adjust for an off-speed pitch. And so far in this at-bat, he hasn't made any adjustments.
Looped out toward third. That's in there. Base hit. He'll come home with it. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Batting fourth,
Mitch Moreland will come forward now as we give you a look at his home and away splits so far this year. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes.
And in the first inning, with this guy already looking a little shaky, I think you let him throw you one here. He hasn't proven to me that he can find the strike zone yet.
Chop foul over towards the dugout. Here's the 1-2 delivery. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
You can see where they want to go to try and get him out. A lot of pitches in on the hands in this sequence. They don't want him to be able to extend.
Gaddis will make the play here, and that's out number 2. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. With a moment now, take a look at the defense for the Orioles. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, Mark Trumbo not known for his defense. Really that prodigious power, that great home run hitting ability. But he does play a solid first base. Plays well in the outfield.
Hold on now. That ball is down and could score a run. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
And you check this out. This is on the inside part of the plate, but he still is able to take it to the opposite field. I'll tell you, that is bat control at its finest right there.
Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Now here's a spot with a run home already. That looks nice on the scoreboard. But if you could put up a 2 or even a 3 spot here in the first, that could really go a long way against a guy like this.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Inside corner, a ball and a strike.
And that's the pitch he needs to get working here in this first inning. He can solve a few problems here if that pitch comes around.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
You know what? He's starting to skate on some thin ice here, and sooner or later, he's going to have to challenge him.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Hit out of play, and it's a full count now. High in the air out to center field. Paredes has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Rangers will have to be content with just the 1. Cole Hamels, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, his batting average against this year is under 250. He's really had his way with the offense.
DeShields is there. One away. Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. Steve, what do they need to do to complete the sweep?
You know, for me, guys, this team just doesn't steal enough bases. They're in the bottom third on the league in stolen bases. So you've got to be more aggressive on the base pass. Put some pressure on the opposing pitcher and get him into the stretch a little bit more often.
Manny Machado is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Yeah, and I think that's a pitch we're going to see a lot of tonight. It's much different than that four-seam fastball, and he gets a lot of run on that thing.
Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out. Now that we have a chance, let's take a look at how the Rangers will align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, Matty, out in that corner outfield.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Shin-Soo Choo makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Shin-Soo Choo.